Save the king! Well done!
What a piece of work, Zoe.
Hey, could you get me extra history HQ on the line? And a fresh cup of Joe would be great, bud.
Thank you, it's gonna be a long night.
Oh, hey there. You must be the new recruit I heard was coming. Welcome to TSI.
That would stand for Tyrant Scene Investigation, but you already knew that.
I take it you're here to assist in our 4-part investigation into some of the most infamous tyrants in history?
Well, all right, in this series, we'll open our state-of-the-art historical crime lab,
where we'll run a post-mortem on leaders of the past, the manners in which they used power, what motivated their crimes, and how history remembered them.
You ready? Great, start the recorder, lift the sheet.
Subject is Leopold II, King of the Belgians and Sovereign of the Congo Free State.
Date of reign, 12/17/1865 to 12/17/1909.
Let's get started. Mint and pen.
Now, at first glance, Leopold might not seem like a tyrant by traditional definition.
Indeed, he is known in his own country as the Builder King.
Who gave Belgium the kind of institutions and prestigious buildings other European capitals were known for?
Domestically, his 44-year rule was stable and largely prosperous.
He helped set the Belgian policy of neutrality. And his time in power saw an expansion of rights for the populace. Including the founding of public schools.
Institution of child labor laws, the right of workers to form unions, and universal male suffrage in 1893.
Far from being an autocrat, the monarchy's power over Belgian politics actually shrank over his reign.
Indeed, he was only the second ever monarch of Belgium.
A country that had broken from the Netherlands in revolution. And invited his father, Leopold I, to be its king. And ruled largely through ledgers, the Congo Free State. Ever since his youth, Leopold had been an avid promoter of colonialism. While Crown Prince, he served in the Belgian army. Traveling to North Africa, India, Egypt, and China.
where he observed and studied the various types of imperialist measures European states were taking.
The one he found most striking was the Dutch in Java, whose regime of forced labor he frequently cited as a potential model.
Whose regime of forced labor he frequently cited as a potential model.
During his service in the Senate,
Yes, he was actually simultaneously a senator, a military officer, and heir to the throne.
An effort he tried to carry forward after he was crowned king and attempted to buy the Philippines from Spain, which, as you can imagine, was wholly unsuccessful.
¡Echen a este idiota!
So, with this easy route to empire shut down, he started to look at the largest area that Europeans had not yet claimed.
Central Africa. The area now known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Was largely uncharted territory for Europeans.
Famously inhospitable due to terrain, indigenous resistance, climate, and endemic diseases.
Despite that, by 1876, Leopold had personally decided to seize the region.
That year, he hosted the Brussels Geographic Conference, a gathering aimed at founding an organization he could use. The International African Association, he claimed, would be a philanthropic organization that brought civilization to the Congo by improving the lives
That brought civilization to the Congo by improving the lives of native people, missionary work, and opening it to free trade.
missionary work.
And opening it to free trade.
Which was a popular cause among abolitionists in Europe.
Leopold got his organization, then engineered his election as chairman, and started making moves on the Congo. His agent in doing so was the adventurer Henry Morton Stanley,
who recently gained fame for locating the explorer Dr. Henry Livingston. You know, like from the phrase, Dr. Livingston, I presume. Yeah, that guy.
bringing civilization and infrastructure. We are committed to progress and development.
However, Stanley was also widely known as untrustworthy and cruel, making him a perfect vessel for Leopold's expansionist dreams.
Stanley went deep into the Congo, locating tribes and getting them to sign treaties in exchange for annual gifts of cloth.
These treaties were horrendous, quite literally convincing the headman.
Meanwhile, back in Brussels, Leopold formed a series of other organizations with similar names to the International African Association.
This confusion, though, was intentional on his part, since Leopold intended to play a shell game of which groups were engaging in so.
As you can see, our humanitarian efforts are delivering crucial food aid to the region, a masterful demonstration of efficiency.
And that worked to his advantage at the Berlin Conference of 1884 through 1885.
Where the great powers of Europe, plus the United States, gathered to systematize the scramble for Africa and avoid a conflict between European states.